What's up, guys? I'm just taking the opportunity here to go hiking. Just a little bit of solitude on my part here to kind of get the cobwebs out of my head and reset the soul. Get some of that corrosive rat race piss out of my system there. And just kind of like ease back and take stock of what I think is important. Of course, it's family. That's the bottom line. But for my sanity, I left them behind. Actually, what I'm doing here, I'm hiking, having some fun with the dog. She hasn't come out too much. But also, I'm sort of reconning this trail here. This trail goes up a mountain, 4.4 miles one way, and the elevation I think is 1,500 feet, something like that. I haven't looked it up on the map. But this simple trip here, not only is it enjoyable, but also serves many purposes. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I get a lot of information from those guys. I mean, practically, you know, you could weed out the bullshit, but there's a lot of good information on there. And a lot of that information out there that I kind of collect and put away to remind myself later, I'll take the advice and actually put into practice out in the field. So pretty much that's what I'm doing as well, along with old skills that I've learned, kind of update them because I haven't used them in quite a while, and just kind of like recalibrate the system. Talking about the system of prepping, I guess. Like I said, I'm testing out my system. As I go uphill, and this trail here goes up and down, kind of like billy goating around and everything, I'm sort of calibrating my pace count for navigation using ranger beads and stuff like that. I'm not qualified to go into it, so using a GPS here, which I try not to use too often or hardly ever, I'm using that to estimate my pace count. I do 100 meters and count my paces. Going uphill, that'll be one set of paces, downhill another set of paces, then sort of an average rolling type of terrain. That's prevalent here in the foothills for land navigation. So that's just one little thing that I'm doing. Don't take much. Got the opportunity to hone those skills. I'm going to try to learn how to use this thing again. All I've done with this thing recently is just shoot azimuths for my job, for pointing antenna beams to a certain location or whatever. But I definitely have to start using this with actual topographical map. And then of course the theme of my channel, or the focus point, is comms. So here I'm shadowed by this hill here, and this hill here is towards the west of me, and I know I got some major repeaters on the west side of this hill. So I'm just going to see what is in range. So this is one repeater in UHF range. So that's coming in pretty good. And that's actually pretty far away from here, actually. So here's the same repeater but on another hilltop that's closer to me, and of course that's going to come in.
11:46 a.m. W6.
VHF repeater coming through. Here is UHF on another hilltop somewhere else. That's pretty good considering the distance and going through all this vegetation and stuff like that. While I'm at this repeater, let me see if I could make a phone call. I'm not going to make a phone call, but
Thank you for calling MCF. You are calling.
so I can make a phone call from this location if I get into trouble. Like this damn mutt here. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Having some fun, of course. And now I'm going to try another UHF repeater that's closer by. Let's see. Here we go. And that's coming in really loud and clear for my location. So test your system out. See what the range of your repeaters can do in your area if you have a ham license. Also, check the range of your radio. I'm using the Wuxon with high gain antenna, and I got a good signal with this thing out here in the woods. So that's just a little test on my part here. If the phone service, let's see if I got phone service out here. No, I have no phone service out here. So this is my only link to the real world if I get into trouble or if I find somebody on the trail in trouble. Gotta prep for the dog too. Well, perfect example of what could go wrong. While I'm trying to calibrate my old school navigational skills, my new school navigational skills ran out of batteries. This thing is a energy hog, pretty much, and it just died on me. Gave me a little bit of a warning, and I said, "That's it, I'm done." So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up again. And while I'm here taking a break and the dog drinking some water or chasing some kind of critter, test out my radio from this location here. UHF from a mountaintop, some barely could get in. So I'm still in some sort of link to the real world with the radios, even though my cell phone is out. Let me check my cell phone real quick to see if I got... Nope, I'm still out of range. Well, let's get back to the trail. Another skill I want to hone, a skill that I'd never had before, is tracking or identifying footprints. This guy's going downhill here, going up and down actually. So I know there's some game coming up through here, and I can set up somewhere around here to kind of ambush it if I need to for hunting. So that's another skill that you could do while doing a hike. Well, the dog and I finally made it up here in one piece. It's a pretty nice little trail, 4.4 miles coming up here, and the end point is this top of this mountain here. It has a communication site. Nonetheless, it's a pretty nice little hike. And another purpose of this hike as well, as I eat my much deserved lunch here. Now that you calibrated your old school compass and all that, now you got to calibrate the body to withstand hardship. I exercise almost every day. I've dropped 20 pounds, cook all my meals, count calories, all that good stuff, and the benefits are beyond what you could imagine. Right now I weigh less than what I did when I left boot camp 25 odd years ago. So that's another benefit for prepping in general, especially if you're broke like I am at this point. But doesn't mean you can't still participate in prepping. It doesn't have to be material, or doesn't always have to be material, getting all your gear, getting all the food, getting all the training and all that stuff. All that comes in its place. Just do what you can. Like right now, that's exactly what we're doing. All the little skills that I've learned so far, putting it all into one system and see what works. So far I did 4.4 miles uphill in about 2 hours. 2.5 hours, 3 hours, give or take. I wasn't really timing it. I could apply that to long distance and find out how much I could do within a day. Calibrating the body to find out what you could push. I'm sure you could push farther, but get a baseline of what you could do now while everything is all cool and you're doing it for fun instead of doing it for real. Cheese tortellini, MREs. Another thing you could do while you rotate your supplies. This is pretty old. On this hiking trip, I could just use them up. Another thing to hone, something you could do for free. You just need the discipline to kind of enact it, is diet and exercise. I hate using the word diet. I'm going to go for more like nutritional lifestyle. I know, politically correct, but it is what it is. I'm 44 years old, and I actually have to work a little bit harder to keep the same pace as I did 20 years ago. So it doesn't get easier as you grow older. It's like what this lady told me once. The only thing golden about the golden years is your pee. And that is very true. So I try my best to kind of be in physical shape. Hiking, for one, will definitely do that and hone your other skills at the same time. It won't be boring as well, you know, because I hate working out, but I have to. Nutrition. I practice intermittent fasting, which is pretty much eating all your calories within a day within a certain time period. I go from 6 to 4 hours window of when I could eat all my calories for the day. That supposedly the logic behind it is your body will just live off the fat of your body and not the nutrition that's pumping through your bloodstream from eating. And I've seen tremendous results from it. I'm not a nutritionist, so don't take my advice on none of this stuff. Just do what you think is appropriate for your comfort level. There's plenty of websites out there in nutrition and exercise and all that stuff. I pretty much started watching the Hodge twins, and they have a YouTube channel called Fasting Twins, and they explain all about it through a bodybuilder perspective. And you know, I was skeptical at first, but it's actually working out for me really good. Not only that, I could go longer periods of time without eating and not feel the effects of it, of hunger pains and cravings and stuff like that. After about 2 or 3 weeks, it's gone. And like I said, you're not dieting per se. You're pretty much just eating all your calories of the day within a 4 to 6 hour window, depending on what you want to do. Fat loss, 4 hours window. If you want to bodybuild, 6 hours window, 6 to 8 hours window of eating. And the rest of it, you're not eating anything. You're fasting throughout that period. And it's not that bad. You can actually do that for life. And that's what I'm doing. So the theme of this video, I guess, would be prepping is not entirely materialistic. When you're broke, budgeting hard to navigate this economy that we're in right now, you can still prep by practicing what you all the skills that you acquired, and learning some as well, and see what works and what doesn't. You can make it all fun and not think about it too hard and spaz out because of you supposedly running out of time because you don't have enough money to get this, that, and the other. You just go ahead and apply the skills that you're acquired and calibrate your system of self-reliance. Alright guys, Gorilla Geek, going 10-10.
Tell me if you have a clean conscience, tell me if you have a clean hand. Do you take my kindness for weakness and take me for granted again? A message